depending on your time zone. Today is 27th day of January 2021. We're live again in New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra, London. This morning I want to go straight into some items that I picked up on Facebook that I need to read out to you this morning. It's in quest. Our struggle continues. Somebody here says, divide Nigeria now. No angel can unite us. The Northern Elder. A Northern Elder is clamoring they want to divide Nigeria now. It matters. Sometimes people speak the truth. It's quite a long article, but I think it's something that I need to read. Alhaji Mohammed Mahadi Shehu, 1914 amalgamation was a grave mistake. Yorubas more homogeneous than the northern chairman. Let's see. This is a very interesting story. I read it up yesterday. It said 1914 was a grave mistake. Yorubas more homogeneous than the north. This is what our leader had taught us from the beginning, and the truth is coming. All of you are there. I don't know what I would decide. I don't know what to say. On this program, I remember I said something about when they're talking about changing the service chiefs, and I said to them, I made it public here. I said they cannot change the service chiefs because all those people know who is in Asorok. Now they're bringing up a show. They're bringing a show to show that the man is alive. They're shaking hands with somebody they call Buhari, and then they show they fool on themselves. It is over. You have to admit that it is over. The game is over. It's game over. Biafra is here. The rest of Oduduwa, they're coming. We are waiting. Our leader have already told us to get ready for the revolution that is coming, and I think most of us are ready already for it. Okay, chairman of Dialogue Group in Kaduna, Alhaji Mohammed Mahadi Shehu, has lamented the deep ethno-religious divisions in the country, stating that breaking up the nation may not be such a bad idea. The prolific writer and public speaker stated that the amalgamation of the northern and the southern protectorates by the British in 1914 was a huge mistake. He stated that most Nigerians have not been able to rise above, that's what I'm saying about, so rise about, no, should be above, right above ethnic and religious sentiments, making a united nations difficult to achieve. Shehu disclosed these in an interview published by Daily Sun on Monday. He said, when the amalgamation of Nigeria took place, virtually everybody's head in this country was not up. In other words, nobody realized the consequences of merging this country. It's not a country, merging the people. With the passage of time, with the knowledge, with clear daily happening, it was realized long ago that the amalgamation was done in haste, out of mischief, without taking into consideration the peculiarities in Nigeria. But before it was realized, it has been done, and it had become a country. Events from 1960 to date have clearly shown that the amalgamation was the biggest mistake of that century, and there is nothing wrong in righting the wrong once you realize the wrong is wrong. I'm very happy about this. Amalgamation is wrong, of course. Our togetherness had been fused together, not through consultation, but through unilateral action of the colonial masters and politicians at that time to serve their immediate needs. That was what happened. You will agree with me that from 1966 till date, precisely, it has not been rosy and easy for Nigeria. It has been one form of calamity, tragedy, or others. In fact, now we are at the height of suspicion. We do not trust and believe in each other. We are at each other's throats and at daggers drawn. Must we allow another war to come before we part? He asked the question. Let us peacefully go on the table, break the collar, distribute the country for everybody's peace. If we do not do it now, the future generation will abuse us. It is better for Nigeria to break into smaller countries so much as possible, if that will allow us to save properties, lives, relationships, and posterity, because I do not see any angel coming now in human form to unite Nigeria. Same thing we've been saying, that even Angel Gabriel, if he becomes the president of Nigeria, nothing's going to work because the place is all rotten. The land is, the building is all cracked up. The foundation was wrong. So we need total excavation to be able to rebuild. Shehu added, people have gone under the umbrella of Islam and Christianity to advance their political cause, only for them also to ride on the same Islamic and Christian umbrella to plant hate and venom in the mind, heart, and psyche of the social economic activities of Nigeria, such that today that unity is no more there. If anyone is pretending that
we will do our best to make sure it gets there. Thank you very much, my dear brother. And from time to time, when such a thing happens, it's good to be reporting. Let the world hear. Just as everybody in this world now that are listening have heard what you have reported as a media head from Olo. Thank you very much. Do you still, somebody is talking, do you want to say something?
No, Mazi, we are trying to keep posted. We are online, we are online. As we event to be made, we come on air. We have a lot of platforms to run our program.
Exactly. You're online yourself. You're online yourself.
I think you have something serious to tell us. Our media from I don't want to mention your name. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good morning, good morning from your own Radio Biafra, anchored by Mazi watching the platform is yours. Thank you very much.
Ask anybody from the Niger Delta. He is waiting for the Niger Delta Republic. It is only probably in the north that there is no agenda of Arewa Republic because of our peculiarities. The Yoruba nations are more homogeneous than the north. Niger Delta and the Igbos are more homogeneous, but they all have their own internal divisions. But in the north, we have ethnic minorities, other smaller enclaves that are not willing to go with the majority ethnic tribes because of their previous experiences, and that of their great-great-grandfathers. They have also lost trust in the bigger tribes. The point is, you cannot be homogeneous there because the Hausa people have been relegated to the rear. They don't exist anymore. It's Fulani that's taken over the place. Let me stop reading this thing here, because what actually attracted me to the whole thing is that it is coming from the north. Small. There is no doubt everybody is panicking. But unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it. Biafra is here to stay. Biafra is our thing, and it's our home. It's our hope. Anybody who thinks that there's any other hope for us besides Biafra is fooling himself. Olufalaye yesterday, I think this is an old video actually, but it still has to do with what is happening right now in Oduduwa land. So let's listen to him and see what he has to say. All right, I think my music is still playing. Let's get off now and put off this. Biafra
became a veritable threat and a force for harassment in the last. Today is exactly 32 years and 2 weeks that I started operating here.
Let's see. I think I'm okay. Now there's a disturbance there. I was trying to play something, but eventually my other thing was playing. Okay, let's go back to the to our father Olufala. He was saying something very interesting.
Today is exactly 32 years and 2 weeks that I started operating here, and the cattle and their owners became a veritable threat and a force for harassment in the last 4 or 5 years. At first, they would come in the night to drink water at the dam. We saw the dam. I saw that they were there. You can see the cow shit there. And we were tolerant. They drink water in the dry season. That's all right. At that time, they did not touch anything. I did not allow them to stay here, drink water and go. But later, of course, the thing took a different turn all over Nigeria. They will come in the night, eat our maize, and go. 3 years ago, I complained to the police more than 10 times because they were coming to destroy my maize farm. Later still, elements of the same people kidnapped me. When people said they were Fulani kidnappers, they said, "How do you know they are Fulani?" But I know everybody knows a Fulani man in Nigeria. The Fulani himself knows himself. He knows he's different from most of the Nigerians. He's easily identifiable. We are not children. And when they were tried in court, they said they are Fulani themselves, and 6 of them were sent to prison. So this hypocrisy of that is going on should stop. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I've been at the receiving end for a long time. After I was kidnapped, I was humiliated, I was macheted, I was caught. They came back and killed one of my guards, Ayo. His case remains an unsolved murder case with the police. They killed him and they took away his heart. They opened his chest and took away his heart. The double barrel gun, my hunting double barrel gun license, which he had, they took it away from him and killed him. And every year they set fire to my farm. You know why? There are 2 elements to the action. The first is economic. I'm an economist, as you know. In anything, I try to see the economic component. They burn this farm, the non-cropped areas, because you see the grass is already dry. Cows don't like that. So they will burn the grass. In 2 weeks' time, fresh grass will grow, and their cattle will have very nice grass to eat. In other words, they're already treating my farm as if it was their colony. That is why, one reason why they burn, they do this every year. Every year. Last year, they burned the oil palm plantation near the dam. I videoed it. It's with the Commissioner of Police. I have a copy in my house. I showed it at an Afenifere meeting. I showed it at the Council of Obas of Ondo State. Grown trees that have fruits, they burn them. Now, that is not so that cattle can have fresh grass to eat. Grass does not grow on palm trees. So you want to know, why did they do that? To do something that does not enhance their own welfare. It can only be an act of malice and hatred. I believe they have malice against me, they hate me. That is why they will burn my palm trees. They will uproot the palm trees I planted and throw the seedlings away. That does not help their cattle or themselves in any way. Why do they do it? Meaning that if they saw me in person, it is me they will hurt. But since I was not present, they hurt my property. That is, my grown palm trees and the seedlings I planted. So, there are 2 elements there. Part of it is one of my workers here, I met one of these herdsmen in the bush some time ago. I said, why do you wade through those large areas full of grass? You don't eat the grass, you come and be eating our cassava and maize crops. Say, why? He said, how person go see rice, go chop gari. So to the cattle, grass, which they can't even find where they normally come from. When they find it, it is gari, it's inferior food. It is my maize and cassava that is rice, which they prefer. So those are the insults that we go through here. So I thank God that this arson of yesterday, this arson, you could see what they did. They started the fire in a central area. There are palm plantations on the left, on the right, behind, hoping that it will spread. But the roads and the early action by the people here to cut traces round prevented the fire from spreading and doing more damage than was done. So I thank God for that. That I condemn it is the weakest way I can speak about it. Government should take steps to make sure that they don't do it again. If they don't take steps to prevent it, it means government supports what they are doing.
Of course they do.
They are not offended by what they are doing. But government is to care. When I say government, I mean government at all levels, especially the federal government, which should be a government for all of us, regardless of how many votes we cast for at election time. We are all entitled to the protection of the federal government.
All right, that is it. That's correct. I'm just adding this to. It has to do with what is going on right now in Dua land. The Yorubas should just make sure they don't give up, because when you start and you don't finish what you started, the one you've started already is like a wasting of your time. These people have come to destroy you, and thank God you have woken up. We in Biafra land, we know them. We're ready for them. You should also be ready. Our leader has made it very clear. He's willing to support you. Any of you that's clamoring for freedom, hey, we are at your back. We're there with ESN. And speaking about ESN, a lot of somebody, like I said, was talking to me about the creation of ESN. Trying to claim, your leader, this is an IPOB thing. I said, I don't know the problem you have with IPOB, but there was a letter that was written to these governors before this thing was done. It was published by a lawyer who works for Biafra. He published it very clearly. We saw it on the tweet. Attempts were made. The whole letter was published verbatim, so they had opportunities to do what they are, but they can't do anything. The point is that they always look for excuse to hide in their coffers, to still hide themselves where they are. They are cowards, these people. They are not just cowards. I don't even think they are cowards. I think what they have seen is that they are committed. There's nothing they can do. They cannot really turn around to slap the mouth that fed them, because they hold them. The Fulanis know how to deal with them. Just like what Gowon said, if I knew that Igbo man likes money, I couldn't have spent all that money fighting the war. Could have given them probably half of the money that I used in the war, and they'll go get to Ojukwu alive for me. That is exactly how we are. But you know something? It's all a waste of time. Let me go to our leaders' page to read what I saw there. He said, WIC, World Igbo Congress, called on the government of Eastern Nigeria and all patriotic Igbos to provide support for the ESN to ensure that the vicious and the unchallenged cycles of killings of Igbo and their folks is stopped forthwith. World Igbo Congress, they are endorsing ESN, that's what I'm reading. It considered the support of ESN by the government a better approach than the proposed joint patrol, which will, like the community policing before it, not provide the needed security of life and property for Ndi Igbo. Genuine Igbos have spoken. Efulefus in Ohaneze, Ndi Oshi, hide their sabo faces in shame. Biafra World Igbo Congress endorses Eastern Security Network. Let me read the full story. If it's going to open up, okay. Okay, that's the story. I think what I just read, I was trying to see if I could get it exactly the way it is written, but unfortunately, I can't go there. I can't get in there. But let us know that World Igbo Congress, WIC, that's their name. It's called on the government of Eastern Nigeria and all patriotic Igbo to provide support for ESN. That's all we have been saying here over and over and over. Make sure that you make your monthly contribution to keep them, because there's nothing anyone can do about it. Now another thing here says, dog eat dog, the land of the damned. This is the useless British creation, Fulanized contraption some demented morons call their country beasts. DSS officials have beat policeman to death in Oshu. They are beating themselves to death. More is coming. More is coming. I'm telling you, the nation shall be at war with itself. That's exactly what is going on. They are beating up themselves. And I saw the other one that when the soldier is running and they are granting him protection. You don't do that. We don't do that. They came to kill you. So why are you protecting him? That person, whatever company that it is putting them into hiding, have to realize that these people did not come to live with you. They came to kill you. And you're hiding him and giving him clothes to change. The person that came to kill you, are you all right? Are you okay? The same thing that I said it here yesterday. The story is that Babangida's best friend, when you say somebody is your friend, actually, somebody you grew up with and played around with, rubbed your hand with sand and everything as a child, and both of you grew up to have ended up in the army. And because you planned a coup and it failed, your friend wouldn't even show you any sympathy. Because you know why? If you had succeeded, you could have killed him. That's exactly what is happening here. Somebody runs all the way from the north to come to Olu to come and kill you. And now you have for care, now he's running. Now it's you that is putting him and giving him clothes to change. We have to know what you are. It seems there are more traitors and Fulanis in our midst than we previously thought. These people working in this Charles Aluminium Company in Olu that provided refuge to fleeing zoo terrorists in uniform yesterday will be fished out and dealt with. That's our leader. By providing safety to these cowardly terrorists that specialize in killing innocent civilians, they have declared themselves enemies of the people. It's an act of sabotage. Of course it is. The same company that locked their gates to innocent citizens fleeing from the murderers are the ones providing refuge to the killers of our people. Yes, our people are running that were trying to kill, went there and they locked up their gate. Now the man that wanted to kill them, now that have seen a crossfire, is running to you and you're providing him security. Isn't that something? I don't know, we don't have to let this thing happen. You don't have to let it stay that way. That company shouldn't be standing as we speak. The age-old disease of betrayal will be cured this year. Of course, our leader said our leader. There's a video here that shows what happened. Let me see if that video is going to make any noise. Okay. You can see the soldier walking away.
These boys, now Biafra boys, or just I'm just coming from Abuja.
Anyway, there's something that I noticed here too on this video that might be, something. I see this soldier is not really, I understood he's a Biafran. They just gave him uniform to wear and called him a soldier to go and kill his own people. This is corroborating what I had a discussion I had with somebody who was saying Nigeria Army is this, Nigeria Army is that. And I said to him, you are saying this because I was in the army and I know what loyalty means in the army. If I am a Navy man and I'm a commander and behind me there is somebody asking me to go to Nnewi because there's a crisis at Nnewi. You think it's going to be successful? No. If I'm a regular soldier and I'm at the back and the commander is probably somebody from the north and he's taking me to Nnewi to fight a war, he wouldn't be alive. I'll kill him. I'll shoot him from the back. Obviously. So Nigeria doesn't really have any soldiers. Let's stop fooling ourselves. This is my young man, as I'm saying it, the story, I don't really know the full story, that it's like they say he's a Biafran. Even though he's in the army with a different name, that's normal. Because there's no way you can get into Nigerian army without answering Alhaji this or Alhaji that or, whatever. Musa. Most of them, they know their names, they know themselves even within the army. Because they had to join the army with that name because nobody was going to take them if they were Okoro and Okaf. So the best thing is to go there as Musa, change your name and become a Musa because you're looking for a job. Now they are sending them to go to Olu to kill their own people. Look at it, the embarrassment. Soldiers are running. They have not even seen anything. I don't know why they go there to harass people. Why are they going there to look for ESN? They are not in the city. We told you, our leader told you where they are. They are in the bush. Go to the bush and look for them. And leave the civilians alone. Let people... This man, where they call him, what's his name again? The so-called Supreme Court governor. He is fooling himself. When you look at this man, I look at his picture, believe me, if you have an eye, you will see that this man is a complete criminal. Look at his face. If you see robbers, people that go to rob people, if you have ever encountered an armed robber before, look at that man's face. Believe me, look at his face. Just look at him very closely. The man is just a criminal. That's why he's behaving, he's acting the way he's acting. They brought him there for a purpose, but you know something? About just a beggar, I go on mile. Our leader told us he was going to destroy Nigeria with the truth, and he's doing it so well. He's doing it very, very well, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Biafra is here to stay regardless of how they feel about it. Yesterday at Nnewi also there was fire disaster at Nnewi, which I've not been able to speak to the people at home to find out how it is, but I just guess everybody's okay. All right, so this morning, based on what we have heard, we've already listened to our leader's past broadcast, what he said. So we're going to open our lines up to have a conversation with each and every one of you this morning. And don't forget, we have to base our conversation on that direction. But if there are other things that you think is relevant, you can come up with it. Then we'll talk about it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. We are still here, and I'm going to be here. Don't forget that 30 minutes of our time is going to be taken because other broadcasters have come in. And I see that they are actually broadcasting because I wake up the night and I look at my dashboard. Somebody's always there broadcasting, which is not a very bad idea. That's the idea of keeping us on our toe. Everybody has to participate one way or the other in whatever you're going to do because this is what our station is all about. Our freedom is very paramount. It's not something that anybody can stop us. Finally, Biafra is here, and there's no doubt about it. Let's give us a call. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-852, or 292.
ewani atuya onye chukwu okike kulazo ewani atuya Director Nnamdi Kanu chukwu abịa ma ọbụgịnazo Indigenous people of Biafra chukwu abịa ma sonazo I can hear the Lord saying, do not be afraid of your enemies. The Boko Haram you see today, you shall see them no more. Hausa Fulani jihadists, you shall see them no more. Says the Lord Almighty, I am with you. We must get to the promised land. The promised land is called Biafra, the land of rising sun. Obodo Chukwu gọziri agọzi, obodo Chukwu chọrọ mma, obodo Chukwu mere eze. Anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha zọgbuo ha tona ha. Anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha zọgbuo ha tona ha.
There comes a time, the whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time, for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time, for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising, from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwokika Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising, from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green let's be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe. Black strength crossing grave.
All right, so I want to remind you of that ESN fundraising that is coming up in Italy on the 30th of January 2021, 9:30 p.m. EU time. There's tuning is a Zoom thing, and you have to be, everybody can join, participate in it. It's coming up on the 30th of January. In a couple of days, about 3 days from now, we're going to have that Zoom meeting. So make sure that you take part in it. It's on the 30th day of January. The time is 9:30 p.m. European time. I have a call. Let me take this one before we continue. Caller on, let's see. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. All right. Unfortunately, the line just got dropped. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's my fault, actually. I was trying to pick it up and it went off. All right. So the caller will call us back. Okay, it's back again. So let's take it and see. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Mazi, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, my name is Ifeanyi from Newe province, Biafra land. I is calling from Houston, Texas. As thank God, thank you for another wonderful day. The month is coming to an end, and we are still alive, living in the land of the living. Thank you for his power, for his love upon his children. May his name be glorified for all he has been doing for us. And I ask God to do more, energize our people, give more wisdom to our leader to control this battle that we are in with this influence and enemies. At the end, we shall see the victory. In the name of Chukwokikatabia. Mazi, I don't have much to say this morning. What I have, I know is not in line with what you are saying, but that thing, it touches me that I will bring it on this platform about these clashes, communal or community clashes that is going on in our land, many places. Example of it is this Umuleri and Guleri. That's the work of the enemy to, bring two heads together and they jam them and they begin to fight each other. On the social media, I saw where one woman was running, where Agleri and Umuleri, they were throwing stone to each other, and one lady just came out from somewhere, running to the battlefield where the stone was throwing the stone was going on. I say, what is all this? If these are people, will be throwing stone to each other, killing each other, and the Fulani people are there messing up, killing our people, nobody will challenge them. Why not use those things that we are using to kill each other? Use it to these Fulani men. Use it to chase them out. Use it to kill them. Catapult is a silent killer. If you use catapult, it's a silent killer. Then why are you using all these weapons upon each other? For just nothing. For just nothing. Our people should reason and know that the enemy just came to sow the seed between two of them, and they will start fighting each other for just nothing. I heard about that communal clashes and Delta and somewhere in Ebonyi State, which is not good. Let our people reason, and these so-called traditional rulers, they will collaborate with the governors. The people of the community will be killing each other for just nothing. And the enemy will come. When the enemy will come, everybody will run away. They won't find the stone or find the weapon to chase them away. That's what I have this morning.
Okay.
If it's possible, our people or you guys that on the radio will be, talking about this communal clashes. Let our people reason very well. Kai wolo egbe nido na nke ni ado we Jonathan Doc mad. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still talking about support for ESN. It's very important that we get together and support them because they are, whatever they are doing is for our own interest. All right, let's see. I have a. All right, I'm trying to get the announcement by one of our sisters.
Yes. All IPOB all over the
Coastal Biafrans can now play their effective role to support the ESN for all they are doing to combat Fulani terrorists ravaging farms and forests across Biafra for the safety of farms and forests in Biafra land. Account is now finally set up in the USA with the Webster First Federal Credit Union, Winthrop, Massachusetts, Suffolk County. This will help and enable coastals within wherever they are, they may be, to be rest assured that whatever voluntary contribution made into this account to support the ESN that lead the land will be sent to the IPOB Chase Bank account with the names of the supporters and the amount contributed. No amount is too big or too small. Give whatever is within your reach. Respective coastals in the North America, USA, Canada, Mexico, with an interest to show support for the ESN through the IPOB Coastal ESN can reach out to me, Madam Erewa, for payment account information at +1 617 913 5684. Coastals who live outside of North America, either in Europe or in any other continent, kindly contact Comrade Onajite Igo for more information at +49 152 175 43169 for payment account details. Non-coast ones from any part of Biafra land who feel comfortable to support the ESN through the IPOB Coastal ESN support are very welcome to do so. We are all Biafrans, and it is our civic and humanitarian duty to support and take care of our ESN for the work they are doing inside the forest. Thanks sincerely if you consider to support through the IPOB Coastal ESN support. All hail Biafra. And I thank you again, Mazi Hike Peter, for granting me the opportunity.
Zurike,
comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah, they will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the end of the tunnel. So shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know.
If you've not made your contribution, please do so. They have 2 accounts now, even the third one, the coastals that our sister just announced. You can use those accounts, and it's one for the Patriots in New York. It's an account also for the national. You have to make sure that you make your contributions. Do not wait, do not stay there and wait for anybody to start it for you. It's our thing. We need to support our ESN. You can see what they did in Olu. That's a preamble. It's not something that comes all the time. And for those of you who are trying to protect these soldiers that are coming to kill you, that's very unacceptable. You can't do that. These are enemies. These are people that came in. They didn't come into, even though some claim that those people are Biafrans, that they were given uniform to wear. Well, it still doesn't matter, because we don't know you. As soon as you wear a uniform, you're coming with a gun to our land. It means you're coming to kill us. And there's no reason why we should let you go free, or even trying to offer you protection, especially a company where our people that were running away from these people were not allowed into the premises. And now all of a sudden, because somebody in uniform, the same person that came to kill you, you give him the room to come into your premises. That's not acceptable at all. I have an article here I need to read out for you. It says, not attempt to turn Yoruba land to war zone will be resisted. That's Gani Adams. Gani Adams said trying to turn their land into a war zone is not going to be acceptable to them. Written by Sadiq Iyke. Are Ona Kangfu of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, on Sunday has vowed, that attempts by northerners to turn the southwest into a war zone will be resisted. He said this in a press statement by his special assistant on media, Mr. Kehinde Aderemi, on Sunday, titled Insecurity ACF, Mighty Allah are Jokers, Arare Adams. The Punch reports, wait a minute, the story continues. I'm trying to read these bloggers because advertisement is taking it, won't even let me. Adams explained that no amount of threat would stop him from securing Yoruba land from killer herdsmen. Part of the statement read, the apex organization in the north and the Herders Association should watch their statements or face the wrath of the Yoruba nation. I'm very happy about this. By their inciting statements, the North is beating war drums, but we will resist any attempt by the North to turn our region into war zones, and no amount of threat will stop us from securing the region from killer herdsmen. From my findings, what is playing out is the last 3 days, especially on the social media, it is evident that there are some enemies and political elements both within and outside our region who are now using the bravery old Sunday Igboho as a coordinated attempt to soil my name and also put my efforts in the past 28 years in the struggle to test. My silence in the last 3 days doesn't portray me as a coward, but by virtue of my position as the Arare Ona Kankafu of Yoruba land, I am bound by my conscience and convictions to act accordingly when the time is right, and I must also consult widely before taking any action. What Igboho said was not even as damaging to the sanctity of the nation than SIC, the call for civil war by ACF and the mighty Allah put together. The killer herdsmen are the major problem, but sadly the federal government remains silent, of course. There are reports that the Fulani herdsmen have in the past 5 years killed over 300 Yoruba people from different communities, while several other people have been kidnapped, with victims paying several millions as ransom. The Fulani in their conquer agenda since 1818 had caused a lot of damage to the southwest, and it is clear that the south is their target. That is why anybody going against the Fulani herdsmen authority automatically becomes their enemy. All right, that's the story. I think that's the end of the story. All right, we're still watching. We're watching events unfold itself. The way it is unfolding, we're watching, to be honest with you. Do not let it cool down. The way you're following it in the southwest, it is just the way, that's the language that they understand. There's no compromise for the Fulani man because he doesn't understand that. He's desperately in need of where to put his head and stay. These people are not even Nigerians. That's the most annoying thing. They came from somewhere. Even where they come from, they can't even allow them to have any political office or hold any leadership office, because they are in the passing. When I lived in Germany a couple of years, and I saw these people, they call them the gypsies. They say they have no homes, they are always carrying their ransack bag with their children and everything. Wherever they go, they settle, that's where they are. That's the Fulani. So now they look at Nigeria as safe haven for them to come in. And the funny thing, like I said before, they are not coming to live with you. They are coming to take over from you what belongs to you. Because they have no land of their own, they think that everybody is the same. I have a phone call coming in, but I can't really see where the calling is coming from. There's so much in this phone that picking up a call is like, before I'm going to pick up this call, probably it's going to cut off. But unfortunately, that's the way it is. So the callers should also call back. Maybe the caller has dropped. This is Radio Biafra USA 2, and let's see. All right, I have something that's a signal that just been sent to me. I have to read it before I continue on the program. Let's listen to this.
Oh, nana, land of the right side, John Lavine, my originality. Land of the right side, Biafra, land of the right side. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. But they kill it to idol worship and we lost the faith of our God.
All right, caller, good morning. Caller on private line,
Good
tell us your
morning,
name
sir.
and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good morning. Yes, sorry. This is good afternoon from here. My name is Jeff Naka. I'm calling from Germany.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you for wonderful job you are doing. I just want to say I'm reading something from the courts in Abuja. Today is 27th of January.
Yes.
They caught the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi, Bright Chimezie, and Benjamin Madbugu. I think they're supposed to be today, but the judge did not show up. The judge did not show up.
Yeah.
And they don't even have the date. I mean, there is no date for further hearing. This is what we're talking about in Nigeria.
Yes.
Imagine such a case. There is the judge was not there. There is no further notice, nothing. Is it not absurd in a country called Nigeria?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yes.
We are just in a very big mess in that country where nothing works. Nothing works. So imagine the kind of wasting time wasting, resources, money wasting, and nobody is there. The judge is not there to be found.
Yeah.
Very, very appalling. It's horrible. And about Olo, what is happening in Olo is a tragedy. But as our leader rightly said, they are going to kill us, and we are going to kill them, and Biafra shall come.
Yes.
Watching the whole scenario in Olo is heartbreaking. But thank God that we are no more kind of allowing them to be killing us like a chicken.
Yes.
They will kill us, and we are going to kill them, and Biafra shall come. I am so sad that some people are still, some Igbo people are still not, still not aware what is going on. Because if you look at that what do you call it now, that campaign that harbored a murderer, I mean, I don't know what they want. Because imagine if that guy had a gun, he would have killed everybody there. I mean, the military man who was running, he was running because, he was unable to kill people. And these people opened the gate for him, and they were even telling him, do this, don't go out, don't do this. These people are killers. How many people they have killed in that hall? They have killed at least dozens of Igbo people in Olu, and you see some Igbo people, guiding them. That's very, very, very absurd.
Yes.
And you were talking about the Fulanis and in Yoruba land. The southern politicians are very weak, Mazi Peters. Very weak. Imagine what the Yoruba governors did in Ondo State. What kind of people do we have in the south? They are still killing people. They are still killing people in Oyo State, in Ekiti State, the whole southwest. And the only thing these people could do is to say, okay, stop, let us live together, stop harassing our people. All this garagra they did, all this quick notice they did, they came to agreement that they should continue, but not night grazing. What kind of people do we have in the south? Okay, look at what is happening now. The whole cows are leaving Ondo State to Ekiti State.
Yeah.
And Ekiti State, when Fayoshe was there was there was no open grazing.
Yes.
He banned that rubbish. And immediately this fire show came in, he just cancelled the whole thing. He told the Fulanis to come to Ekiti State for grazing. Now, the same fire me is, because of 2023, he's telling them there's no problem, come to Ekiti State. And they're not going to Ekiti State through a lorry. They're going through farming routes. The problem we have in Igbo land is the same problem we have in the West. The politicians are the problem. Ordinary Yoruba man wants to be free. Ordinary Igbo man wants to be free. It is just the politicians who love this Nigeria. I was telling one guy yesterday, we were making an argument. I told him, why do you love this Nigeria? What are you gaining from Nigeria? The so-called politicians, all of them, their families are in the West.
Yes.
They are in the West. Their children are in the West. You are in Nigeria, gaining nothing, but you are promoting one Nigeria. You love these people more than they love you, more than they love Nigeria. Because there is none of them love Nigeria. What they love is that money they are getting every month. You don't tell me that a governor will be ruling Anambra State and his wife, the families are in the States. Is it possible in America that a governor of Texas, his wife, his family will go to South Africa and live? That's a scandal.
Yes, it is.
That's a very big scandal. So what we are facing is not only in Igbo land. The whole South has been compromised by the leaders. Our leaders are they are not even rulers. They are rulers. They have sold us for peanuts. Look at Iyke going to Sokoto State, giving 500 million. While in River State, the pensions are not being paid. Teachers are hungry. Everybody is hungry. 500 million naira would have done something for River people.
Yeah.
But no, he wants to show he's a nationalist. He loves the Fulanis. And the worst horrible thing was when he went to the Sultan, he was bowing down. But down to his River State, you saw how he disgraced River chieftains.
Yes.
You saw when last few months or last year what he did to them. So this is the kind of people we have in the South. People are cowards, even worse than cowards. I listened to Gani Adams on Akakakan of Yoruba land. I listened to him this morning. He told you that 87% of Yorubas want to be free. Do you know what he said? He said one thing that our leader has been saying. I was marveled when he said that. He said that the Yoruba media wants to, kind of blackmail him. That they are out for blackmailing. Yeah. He said, if not because Awolo had Tribune, the other Yoruba media would have rubbished Awolo. But he was very smarter than them. That's why he first and foremost got established a Tribune.
Yes.
That's why they were unable to tarnish his image. That when they see that you want to serve your people, they will start by blackmailing you. The way they are blackmailing this Sunday Igboho now, yes. And then Gani Adams. So we have this. When Nan can say that Yoruba media is the problem, people think like he's a bigot. No. Today I heard it from the horse's mouth, yes. Gani Adams, who said the same thing. So when somebody is talking, when I told somebody, if you are spiritual, you are not spiritual. If you are spiritual, you understand Nnamdi Kanu. You are not. You are not. Somebody was asking me, what have Nnamdi Kanu done for you? I asked him, what have Nigeria done for you? He blocked me. Nnamdi Kanu started this in 2013, 2014. And you are telling me, what has Nnamdi Kanu done for you, for me? I am today talking with Mazi, Iyke Peters. I have not met you.
Yes.
I have not met you before. But if not because of Nnamdi Kanu and Radio Biafra, how would I know you? How would I talk to you? There are IPOB members, IPOB zones throughout the whole world. It is because of Radio Biafra and because of Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you.
So, my brother, thank you for what you are doing. Yeah. And we are supporting ECN anyhow we can, yes, or anyhow we could. You know, that is our responsibility now. Yes. No matter how much you have put in there. And I believe that one day our land will be secured. Okay. Because we're not going to wait for these people. These people are not ready to secure us. For example, Hope Uzodinma, after his tenure, he will go back to Abuja and live, or Lagos. This all the current Ohanes Ndigbo president, our member is few minutes to Olo City. Yeah. But have you heard him? Have you heard anything from Ohanes Ndigbo? No. How can Ohanes Ndigbo leadership? How can Ohanes president go to Abuja and live? Okay. And then is it not madness?
Yes.
You are Ohanes Ndigbo president, and you are living in Abuja. My brother, thank you very much. Thank you for your wonderful work. God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you too. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, plus 1-929-4069-953. The principal officers, that's your line, exclusively for you and the ladies. All right, I have an article here that says reside quit notice, compensate Fulani, Arewa Youth Consultative Forum. They're advising the national president of Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, Alhaji Sheti Yarima, has admonished the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, to rescind the quit notice. In other words, to take it back, the quit notice he earlier gave the Fulani residents in his state and compensate those who fell victim of the attacks on Fulani communities in the southwest state. These people have calls. They have a lot of balls, I'm telling you the truth. Yarima said in Kaduna on Sunday, that the quit notice order by the governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, SAN, and subsequent attack and the destruction of property in Oyo State were not only worrisome but disturbing. But you did the same thing. You people are told the people in the north, you gave them 3 months to quit, right? So what happened to that quit notice? Let it be known that the consultation of Nigeria, Constitution. Let it be known that the Constitution of Nigeria guarantees every Nigerian to live in any part of this country and free to engage in any business of his or her choice. The governor of Ondo State, being a learned person, is expected to know better. Yeah, they didn't say she live in the bush and rape women. The Constitution say that, so you want to put the Constitution. AYCF will not support any group that engages in any form of criminality, and such people should not be identified by their religion, tribe, or ethnicity. They should be treated as criminals. The subsequent attack that followed the quit notice in Oyo State is rather uncalled for and condemnable. The perpetrators must be brought to book and made to face the full wrath of the law, just like you've been doing to Meiti Allah, right? AYCF supports constitutional ways of every state protecting her citizens, but quit notice should be out of it and must not be considered under any circumstances. Nigeria is an indivisible entity, and wherever has the tendency, like happenings in Ondo and Oyo State, must be discouraged in the interest of peaceful coexistence and one Nigeria. I told you there are people that are living in Cuckoo land. These people are just delusional. They are not in the real world. I'm telling you the truth. I call on the government of Ondo and Oyo states to give peace a chance and rescind the quit notice orders, while those whose property has been destroyed should be compensated accordingly. All right. Finally, we must guard against any act that will create a war-like situation in Nigeria. Now they're using the word war-like. Before it used to be total war. They are receding. They cannot do anything about it. The Fulanis, they know their time is over. The time is gone. It's a matter of time. In a related development, the national president of the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYF, Gambo Gajungu, and former Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum, Mr. Anthony Sani, has sued for peace and called on the authorities in Ondo State to abide by the Constitution. Wow. All right, as a lawyer, the governor of Ondo State knows very well that law-abiding citizens are free to stay anywhere in Nigeria without any intimidation. So, unless if there is a hidden agenda, Fulani headers and any other Nigerians, for that matter, should not be given an ultimatum to leave. Doing so is setting a precedent that might not anchor well in the long run. But you did the same thing in the north. You gave them 3 months to leave. Why are you crying? Yours was just a threat, right? You were not even serious because you know you couldn't do it. We want to go. That's what we're saying. Any Igbo man in your land, tell him to go. When we finish at the end of it all, we'll decide on where we want to stay. That they are staying in your land does not mean that. What have they gained by staying in your place? They boom your economy. They make you get a job. They clean up your area. They don't live in the bush and rape your women. You are just an entirely different thing. You come to their community. You don't want to live with the people. You want to live in the bush and rape the women that go to farm, rape our young kids, and you think they will allow you to stay there for how long? Biafra is all we are talking about. Please support our ESN. I am talking about our people. Support for ESN is very, very important. Eastern Security Network, that's our hope. You saw what they did in Olo, and they are there to safeguard our people. And for those of you supporting the soldiers that are coming in, watch your back. Watch your back, because the soldiers didn't come in there to defend you. They came there to kill you. So defending them or putting them away and hiding them from the people that they came to kill, what could have happened if they had come into you? ESN is there to protect us. They are in the bushes. So if the soldiers are coming and go to the bush, whatever they get in the bush is what they get. For them to even try to think that they can stop them, stop ESN. ESN never came out to the street to fight the soldiers. It was you that took the war to them, to their people. You are killing their people, and they are there to protect their people. You are not there to protect anyone. You are there to kill. So whatever happens to you, you are the one that created the situation where you have to be running for your life. Giving you protection is a no-no thing. You don't do that. Nobody protects somebody who came all the way from the north to come and kill you. They were not coming to live with you. They came to kill you, to destroy you. I have a call. Let me take this one. It's been calling since. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Peter. My name is Kisilo Zilwa. I'm calling you from Morocco.
Welcome to the program.
My bless you for this, for that thing you read out now. You see, what I know that I believe that there too much guru with this Arewa youth people, youth leader have been damaging their brain. I'm telling you, honestly speaking, a constitution that can destroy a restaurant where they say beer parlor, in Kano, in Kaduna, but that constitution, it's the same constitution that will hold you to go and destroy people farm also too in the Ondo people. I'm telling you, these people are getting mad. Yeah. They are getting mad. What is the only thing now I need to tell our people is any of our Eastern that join these people, we must break him immediately. We don't need to waste time. Because what we observe is something like, man, nobody in this earth can accept this kind of living with this kind of moral. I don't know what these people think what they are. What this man is talking about. It's like a madman. He's doing everything they like in that so-called one Nigeria on behalf of who? Are they God? What kind of nonsense? Every day they're beating around the bush. Our people are in that eastern region are the cause. These people are ashamed. The shame can never remove from their face. All these governors that join, they don't, I mean, people are alive and listen to this kind of thing. It's mad. God bless you. And Mazi Nnamdi, remain strong. This is time for action. Let them go to hell.
There will.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you so much. I have another story here that I want to read up this morning. It says Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has called on the youths of Middle Belt area of Nigeria to emulate the footsteps of Igboho and Yoruba people and produce a young leader who will resist Fulani herdsmen taking over their lands. The call was made following a speculation that Fulani herdsmen are suspected to be working to forcefully take over the lands in the Middle Belt. This made Kanu call on the youths in that region to get their loins and stand against it. He said, a young leader capable of working with other regions in resisting Fulani people are suspected to be working to forcefully take over lands in Middle Belt should rise up. The call was made to encourage Middle Belt people resist Fulani from taking over their lands. Yoruba people and Igbo have shown their resistance. Do not allow yourselves to be left behind in this struggle, Kanu said. Kanu added that it is true, it is time to end the devilish plot of Fulani people taking over people's land against their wish. It is time to work together and bring an end to the terrorism of Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria. Kanu strongly called on the youths of Middle Belt to stand up and save their region from Fulani as done by people of other regions. He assured the youths of the Middle Belt that they are not alone in this battle. It is a collective battle aimed at bringing an end to the terrorism of Fulani in their regions. Yes, so that is story for another day. We're calling on them. They should wake up. They should rise up. They should stand up. This is the home of the braves like, what's his name? T.Y. Danjuma. That's where he comes from. There are other ones there. During the war, they were actually the people that fought Biafrans. But you know, we are not. Our leader said something yesterday that is very remarkable. You cannot keep somebody in the, turning around to give advice to people that fought you is not such a bad idea in the first place. Because that's why America, after fighting Germany, they still went over, they still want America to be the first world. That's what our leader tried to explain to us yesterday. You cannot keep perpetual enmity. The Fulani, the Middle Belters were the actual soldiers that really came to Biafra land. We used to call them Gudo Gudo, TV. During the war, we know he's from TV and he's Gudo Gudo. They're always very tall, lanky, and that's what we call them. But today, we're advising them that your bravery, that strength that you used in trying to destroy the Biafran people. Bring it out now because you have a common enemy right now, the Fulanese. Somebody bold enough should get out. We saw how many coffins. When I saw the coffins of the people that were murdered in your area by these same herdsmen, I have never seen so much coffins in my life at the same time. And these things, you have pushed it to the side. Just easily like that. And the same people that they destroyed their families are still living alive in that your region. How can you just forget so quickly? You think that these same people will let you go? They're coming back. They're not done with you yet. Our leader said something that somebody yesterday told me, that, the person that was driving him to jail, when he was going to court. The man made a very important statement. And we are afraid, not that we don't want you to go, but when you go, who is going to protect us? They will just eat us up raw, and that is correct anyway. However, we are still here now. We have not gone. So wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is your time. Start something. You can never get help until you start something. You can't, no matter how much you pray and how much you fast. Action. Something has to be done. Revolution is what we're talking about. You can revolt without killing anyone if you think that people are going to die. No. You are still going to die anyway, even if you don't revolt. If you keep quiet, they will come over you. They come after you. They'll make sure that they come and eliminate you. But when you are bold enough to start something, you will get help. There is no way you're not going to get help. Believe me, trust me. We are there. ESN is there. Their security network is all built up. Start something. Get ready for this revolution that's going to come. Because it is obvious that it's going to be here. We don't know when. We don't know when it's going to happen. But yes. We know that it's going to happen. There is no doubt about it. We are getting very close to that area, and as long as we are concerned, it is going to happen. There is nothing anybody can do to stop it from happening. So get yourself, brace yourself. The people in the Middle East, please wake up. Get a vital leader. There are young people out there. Somebody has to come out like what Sunday Igboho did, and that's good. That's what we expect from the place of the people of the Middle East. Because when you listen to it now, nobody's saying Hausa Fulani anymore. It is now Fulani. They're now beginning to realize that people have caught with their tricks. They said they changed the service chiefs. Yeah, right. Yeah, the service chiefs. They want somebody that they brought in. They said the man's face looks like he's quarreling with everybody in the world. That tough face doesn't mean anything. We're all in the army. We know people like that. They are just nothing. When you get to the war front, you discover that they are the biggest cowards that you ever have. Forget about that tough face. No. When you see him, just pull him down and put a gun on his head, and you see him cry like a baby. This is Radio Biafra. I'm taking a very short break, and I'll be back to you.
Trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup. So them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in Jah religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religious pitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, nah. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra.
All right, we're still talking about supporting for our ESN. The account name is Indigenous People of Biafra, New York Patriots INC. I repeat, payments and making donation to support our ESN. Account name for those of us in New York City, New York State, not city, New York State area. The name is Indigenous People of Biafra, NY Patriots INC. The account number is 672-981-617. Account number 672-981-617. The routing number is 021 000 021 021 000 021. That's the account number. And then if you want to send the money by Zelle, it's IPOBNY Patriots at yahoo.com. IPOBNY Patriots at yahoo.com. That's the name, the account, the email address to use if you want to make payment through Zelle. That's for those of us here in New York State. For those in diaspora that want to make contributions, you can also use the same address, or you can go to our website at www.ipobinusa.org/donate. IPOB in USA, one word, at org.org at IPOBinusa.org/donate. Make the donation for those of you outside. I still have a national account that I'm going to announce later. I'm still looking for that account number. I couldn't know where I put it, but however, we need you to make these donations. It doesn't matter which account that you use, the money goes for the same purpose. Please do so. Do so. Do so. If you've not already done so, please do, because we need this money. We need it. We need it because we need to support our volunteers. These are people that have come to save us, and we have to do our best to make sure that we support them one way or the other. We're not just going to stay there and close our hands and eyes. And don't forget that this morning, like I said, I'm going to be off here in the next 10 minutes because our time is taken off. We have to give up 30 minutes of our time for the new broadcasters. Like Anna said, I was very happy when I wake up in the night and I'm looking at the dashboard and I'm seeing that somebody's broadcasting, which is quite good, very, very good for us. That's what we want. We want to achieve our Biafra. No matter what anybody does, Biafra is here for us to stay. Keep calling us, 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1
the whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah, they will know, the sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. It's shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the end of the tunnel. So shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, the sun is rising. From east to west, from north north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? All your wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the clock strike. Black strands crossing gray stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see in Alice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. We go carry the cross together, we walk through to Zion. We stumble, we'll rise. How the victory will stand. Yeah, we know, yeah, we know. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising. I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They would know, they would know, they would know. Everybody shine, the sun is rising. Wave your flag anywhere you are. Everybody shine, the sun is rising. Everybody shine, the sun is rising. Freedom, freedom, yeah. Everybody shine, the sun is rising.
Indigenous people of Biafra, I can hear the Lord saying, do not be afraid of your enemies. The Boko Haram you see today, you shall see them no more. Hausa Fulani jihadists, you shall see them no more. Says the Lord Almighty, I am with you. We must get to the promised land. The promised land is called Biafra, the land of rising sun. Obodo Chukwu gọziri agọzi, obodo Chukwu chọrọ mma, obodo Chukwu mere eze. Anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha nsogbu ha tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha nsogbu ha tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu, tigbuo ha nsogbu ha tona ha. shall conquer. We are soldiers fighting for freedom in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are fighting for our motherland by the grace of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers fighting for our rights in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. Come to Nadujo, one go on the rear here. Ihamumuru or Rito Onyo tabiara bianesia nya we woku no kolu with you. Heroes fight like Biafra soldiers. Here bonyo tambule. No. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are marching to our motherland in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer ourselves. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. I say the land of the rising sun belongs to our fathers in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall take it by force. I say we are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. I say hallelujah, Biafra, hallelujah, people in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. Oh yeah, we are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers from the rising sun in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwabiyama. We shall conquer. One we come,
the all the way threat from Abuja, Mieti Allah, that what certificate Mieti Allah is using? Is it only CSC registration? What was written there? What was the constitution allow Mieti Allah? Remember, even before we are born, the open grazing is illegal in Nigeria. Why would Mieti Allah now legalize everything within 5 years? And your own brother tried to do something. We are busy in the radio questioning him. Chineke kuna. Mazi Kodisa.
Cordio, my dear. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. It's unbelievable, my dear. It's heartbreaking, but hey, what can anybody say? Let me see. I have a call coming in. Time element. Okay, let me take this one before I shut up. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Very brief. My time is up.
I will be very brief, Mazi, Iyke Peters. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. This is Rabbi Shas here on air. I just want to greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. I salute you. Our leader, Mazi Nandekano, I salute you. Good afternoon from here. I'm Rabbi Shas calling from my location. Mazi, Iyke Peters, just to add to what our brother Chidera just said now, I saw those clips that he was talking about, and it's very, very disheartening that is coming from the so-called Igbo people, but these are hired people, the hired idiots from Igbo land. They always go for money. They are seeing what is going on now. They saw the truck attack in Nnewi, at Nnewi, right? They saw the other truck attack at Abo. This is places where some of principal officers that are ranting, former principal officers that are ranting on social media came from, and they all the time, since this thing happened, they never came out to say anything. All they are doing is to attack Mazi Nnamdi, our leader, and is to show everyone that these people have lost it. And the other one was saying, the one in California, where is Mazi Nnamdi should be at Olu. Ojukwu wasn't at the war front, idiots. But let Odimegwu Ojukwu is not always at the war front. There are places he used to be. Your leader will not go to the war front yet when he wants to, not at your command. So you guys should go and sit down. Look at the life of our young people. They told them to come to court, and they went to court. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. They adjourned the case 2 months later. No, nothing actually. and they are each time they can't move anywhere, they can't do anything, they can't plan their lives. Everything is upside down. And to be honest, Nigerian government, Zoo government, terrorist government, listen, let Biafra go, let these young men go, let them go. There is no Nigeria, nothing like Nigeria. No matter how you patch it, if you patch it, it will be leaking from the other side. Yeah. You can't let this thing end. It will consume your lives. All these people that you are brandishing your military might now, you want to head to southeast, you want to go to Olu, you don't have navigation system. Mazi, I repeat that.
Thank you so much. This is very interesting. They're going to fight a war somewhere and they're stopping on the road and asking somebody, can you surgery this village? Because we're going there to kill them. They are an army on Nigeria. Nigeria has no army. We know that. Army that in this day and age, whoever asks for direction, you go to war, you're a soldier, you have your arm fully dressed, and then you don't know where you're going, you get to the way you stop and ask people to direct you to a particular community because that's where you're going to commit your carnage or whatever you're going to do. Well, that is the way it is, and that's exactly the way it is. We know very well that Biafra is here. These more confusions will be coming in, and from time to time, it's not going to end. All right, tomorrow I'll be with you again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm going to be here. We'll celebrate with all of you, Biafrans, my friends, my lovers, and people that have come in to make sure that our country comes back on its foot. There is nothing anybody can do about it. We are here to actualize our country, whether they like it or they don't like it. Confusion is everywhere. They don't even know what they are doing anymore. They are looking at our leader who Mazi Namdekano, we thank you very much. God will always keep you and protect you for us, for leading us out of this kind of, at least the enlightenment is something that we know. Anybody out there who is our own people that are trying to condemn what he's doing, when you look at them, sometimes these days I don't even go to Facebook to make any comments anymore at all, because that's no nyala chirakwa ina wa ho nyala ba na ikpere mmiri chirakwa ge then gbara otocho where there's both of you in the. And so when you look at some of them, you discover that these people are just mad. There's no point to respond. The biggest response you can give them is silence. To leave the person on the delude way and deceive and lie to himself. All right, I don't think I want to take any more calls. I can see people are trying to call, but unfortunately I told you people that our time goes very fast. And that's why I allowed you enough time to make your calls. You don't want to call. Now the time is over and the people, all the phones are showing that people want to talk. Unfortunately, I can't. I cannot stay here anymore. I have to go. Don't forget that Biafra is our quest. Biafra is our religion, actually. And where we worship is Radio Biafra. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'll be with you. Like I said to you, tomorrow is going to be my birthday. So we're going to be together to celebrate it on air. And feel sorry, also sad for our brothers who were killed. Somebody was killed in Olo, and those who have passed on, we'll still worship them, we'll still revere them, we'll still.
We are fearless, I say. We are all. We must get to the promised land. The promised land is called Biafra. The land of rising sun. Obodo Chukwu goziri agozi. Obodo Chukwu chọrọ mma. Obodo Chukwu mere eze.